Just have a good friggin' time, and who cares who's looking at you? Who cares who's listening to you? And who cares who doesn't get that you like to have a good time? Will you just run and create all that and all your judgments and everybody else's judgments you've always picked up on your whole life, please? Yes. Times a gazillion, right? Run, good, bad, all nine, pod, pot, shorts, boys, meows, and if you don't know what that is, too late. Oh, well. Okay, it's just a way of changing things. So, and those of you listening at home, yeah. For those of you, phenomena. For those of you listening at home, take whichever side you want, okay? But for those of you here, what are we going to do? We're going to do... Do. And for this and this, I go... Okay, you don't have to. And if you're sitting there with an ugly look on your face, maybe you, if you're actually happy, you could think of letting your face know it. Just a thought. I'm just saying. I'm just, And if you already hate me, we're going to get along really well. Okay, cool. Hold on, wait. Phenomenon. Take it away, Jeneth. I'm going to watch.
This front row is a little dull.
They're close. We can see them.
They're like hands in the pockets. Okay. Cool.
Nice.
Woo. Thank you for indulging me. Okay, so back to the list. Nutrition. What is the possibility of not being, not needing to spank yourself for anything ever again? What kind of miracle? Isn't that a miracle? I mean, that is literally a miracle to never spank yourself again. I do these interviews. Did you know? I do all these interviews. And I'm watching the chat, and I'll get people that'll say that I'm hijacking the conversation because I like to talk. It's my call series. So people say, you're hijacking the call. And I go, cool. Thank you for that awareness. And that used to hurt me a little bit. I would kind of go, crap. But this is my call series. Yeah, it's mine. It's mine. We talked yesterday about ego. Whenever you say me, my, or mine, you know that there's some kind of ego stuff there, and maybe you need to move into that higher harmonic of awareness and say, what am I here to contribute to others, right? Especially in business. So just the whole idea that I didn't have to spank myself because I could be present and actually make choices. I thought that was a huge miracle that I could quantum leap well. It works.
Was that like the spanking alternative? For just a moment about this thing about nutrition, can I just put that in perspective a minute? Think for a moment how many times you judge yourself about what you put in your mouth. I mean, really? Do you realize that is one of the huge things that 90+% of people have all the time? Even people who have bodies that look like they should be on a friggin' magazine are doing the same thing. So it's not the shape of your body that creates that, even though you keep thinking it is. It's the conditioned system of judgment that you've learned to function from, but imagine not having that. Just that one thing. I know that's actually not specifically what we're working on today, but since Jeneth has talked about it and brought in spanking too, I had to bring these things together.
Yeah.
Because literally, if you didn't have to do that, if you didn't have to flagellate you anymore, flagellate? It is interesting that I'm talking about food and flagellate. What I meant was flagellate. Spanking yourself. If you didn't have to do that anymore, what else would be possible? So if even that can change and you don't even know how it changes, what could change for you today that you don't know how it's going to change?